And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Here's Fields. Short throw complete to Gronkowski. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said.
Here we go.
First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From the gun, here's Fields. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Evans has it left side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans from 17 yards out. And the Bucs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Working from the gun, Manning. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On play action, it's Manning. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Throwing now is Manning. That ball caught by Harrison. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Marvin Harrison, 44 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. They'll try and throw for it. Flush to his right. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush.
This is a diving effort by Evans. What a catch. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Fields now to throw. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
This is caught by McMillan. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 3rd and 2.
Bunch right. Here we go. Go.
Now it's Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields. And he fires one incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
The slot man in motion right.
Tonight.
Fields throwing again. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Now he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Fields. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, 28 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice.
And got his man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. the carry. Here's Marshawn Lynch. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. To throw, it's Manning. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for two. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with a two-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here. Open man, that's Gronkowski down the field. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And with the clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed, indeed. But my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across. Up to the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Don't jump, man.
Now Fields. They'll find McMillan here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Going to throw right side here, complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up second down.
Up. Sit high.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here we go, son.
Here's Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. They run up the middle with Emmett, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Eluding the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he could pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Marvin Harrison, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Now Manning. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion, and sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Bucs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now a 2nd and 10. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Manning. He's going to try and go deep again. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Marvin Harrison.
70 yards. And the Chiefs are back within a score.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Throwing is Manning. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Sit up.
Back to throw. Fields.
Left side here. That's complete to Godwin.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one covers 29 yards. First down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the... So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Good.
Now it's Smith running right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Second down, here's Emmett again.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Go.
They go back to the ground with Smith.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd down and 6 now.
Punch right. Tonight.
They'll try the right side here with Smith. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense.
That is intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Chiefs are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
To throw is Manning.
That is complete downfield to Gronk. Out across the 40-yard line before he's brought down, so a 1st down and then some.
Back to throw, Manning. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Now Manning. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. This is 1st and 10.
Manning to throw.
This ball intercepted.
Picked off by the 5-time Pro Bowler Troy Vincent.
And the Bucs are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the